everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I am bringing you guys a little makeup tutorial, trying to be better about those. And today I'm featuring this look, of course. I really wanted to feature a look that is focusing on keeping your glow even in the fall and winter months, because it is September now. I think it's officially fall, still quite warm here, but the closer we're getting to a little bit cooler weather, fall time, I'm all about it. So here you can see I've featured skin that's really quite bronzy, glowing. I like minimal fresh products on the skin. Still can play up the eyes, but you can see I really emphasize sort of glow factor on there. Lots and lots of highlighter and a really pretty neutral, easy mouth just to tie it all in. I'm using a bunch of different products, some things I haven't used in a while, so I was really excited to play with them again. But the bottom line is, if you guys want to achieve this fall and winter glowing look, keeping that summer glow even in these months, then please do keep watching. All right, so starting off with a little facial oil. This is I Am the Light by Max and Me. Certainly not a new facial oil I'm featuring here. This just layers really, really well underneath makeup and provides that sort of glow that's gonna peek through the skin. To kick that glow up one notch further, as well as just keep the makeup on for a longer period of time, I'm going in with the 100% Pure Luminous Primer. This is a really subtle effect that really does make the makeup look just a little bit glowier. And since I am going in with the 100% Pure Second Skin Foundation, I wanted to make sure I applied both of those products beforehand, because I wanted something that's really seamless, very, very natural looking on the skin with not like a ton of coverage, just gonna sort of even everything out. But this is more on the matte side. So I still want it to be glowy, yet very easy to apply and seamless, like I said. So the combination of them is great. I'm using the shade 2 with just my fingers, applying a really light layer, and then I'm gonna go in with quite a heavy bit of concealer. This is a little dark for me, so I am gonna go ahead and bronze quite heavily in the future. So I'm going with a flat concealer brush and my Fit Glow Beauty Eye Bright really quick. I mean, this is just essential. I use this on an everyday basis. If you guys want me to stop including it in tutorials, I will. I just want to make sure that you know that this is always a step that I do. So I'm just blending that in with my finger once I lay it down with the brush. Then I'm going in with the Well People BioCorrect Concealer in Light. I love this because it gives just the perfect amount of coverage that your skin kind of can still be seen through. It's not incredibly full coverage. And you can see I'm taking this very, very low and back up high, because since I use such a light coverage foundation, I really want to make sure that I'm going in with just a little bit more concealer to cover the areas that I want to cover and let the skin show through the areas where I want. Going in with a third concealer, yeah, I know, okay? Don't worry about it. This is the Fit Glow Beauty Concealer Plus, and this is in the shade 2. So I'm taking it just on my spots and just right where I get the darkest underneath the eye, because that's where I need the absolute most coverage. Again, applying only where it is necessary. Gotta powder everything because the Well People is pretty emollient, so I'm going with the Delium Tools 942 and the usual 100% Pure Bamboo Blur Powder. I adore this stuff, so I'm just gonna keep on using it. For bronzer, going in with the Antonym No. 2 brush, I believe this is, and this is the Well People Bio Bronzer. Now I'm really focusing this on the cheek area, really doing quite a heavy hand, and I'm just applying this in layers. I'd rather just knock off the excess product on the back of my wrist and keep on going. I just want to show you guys just more in real time just how slowly I'm building up this color, a kiss on the forehead, and you're going to see just here in a minute, I am of course going to take it down the jawline just to tie everything in together and give me a little bit more color because my foundation was a little bit light. Then the Kjaer Weis highlighter in Ravishing. Anytime I need a major glow, this has to be the one I use. It's just so pretty and sits well just on top of any foundation you can think of, and it's just a really beautiful, universally flattering tone. Then, to really kick it up a notch, I'm going in with the Delium Tool 787 brush, and I'm using the Lily Lolo Sculpt Glo Duo. I really love the highlight in this. You can also use the single in Champagne, but I'm just layering exactly where I already placed that cream to lock it in and really give that glow factor. Blush, I'm going in with a favorite product of mine. This is the 100% Pure Lip and Cheek Tints, and I'm using the shade Sugar Plum, and it's a really beautiful, just like natural flush kind of shade, and those are my favorite type of shades. So I'm just using my finger just to apply this, building it up again pretty heavily and just taking it slowly but surely. And again, We're all about the glow here. So to really just give that last kiss of shine and just healthy looking skin, I'm going in with the Amley Radiance Mist. Now on to eyes. Brows have already been filled in. I'll tell you what product I used in that description box down below. Don't want to bore you here. But using a Gressa eyeshadow brush, I am taking Crystal Taupe from Hint Beauty, and I'm applying that all the way over my lid, quite heavy-handed. Then I'm just going in with the Delium Tool 785. This is a perfectly clean brush, and I am just softening those edges. There's always going to be a back and forth between this. Always, always, always. Then I'm going back in with my Delium Tool 787 brush, just a good one just to hit that brow, and I'm going in with the lightest shade in the Hint Beauty Sweet Canyon Trio, just to again soften that edge and highlight the brow. For my outer V, I'm going in with this little dome shadow brush from Delium Tools and the darkest shade in the Sweet Canyon palette from Hint Beauty. These trios are fantastic, but they're not sold separately, so you do need to purchase the trio. This one is one of my favorites, however. I'm applying that just to the outer corner and using my 785 to help diffuse the color once again. Taking that same shade in just my Delium Tool 777 brush instead, I am just taking that right underneath the lash line. I always love to have a bit of shadow there. Next, I'm going in with the Gressa Eye Tint. This is in the shade Obscure, and I'm using the Delium Tool 785 again, really just getting a light amount of product on the brush, and I'm just deepening it up ever so slightly in that outer crease. Basically the same exact place that I just applied that Hint Beauty shade, but I'm just making it a little bit deeper. Going in with another eye tint, this is Areo from Gressa, a favorite of mine, and I am using the Delium Tool 781, which is just this little pointed, detailed brush, and I'm just taking that very, very heavily in my inner corner, just for that glowy, brightened, wide awake look. Then I'm going back in with that Gressa shadow brush, and I am using the lightest amount of Areo, and I am just tapping that across my eyelid, so it's not gonna really take away from the color, but it's gonna add a lot of shine and dimension. Going in with the Antonym Noir pencil. I've done this before, but I always like to show you guys, especially because this time I'm gonna be taking it all the way in and doing a little bit of a smaller wing than I normally do. Whenever I want a wing that's a little less graphic and harsh, I love going in with this pencil. When you get a nice sharp point on it, you really can have quite a lot of control, and the Antonym is just such a beautiful rich black shade that I always love using it. So I'll go in, I'm trying, there is a method to this madness, I'm not just smudging it in there, but it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect because I will go in and fix that up, but I'm just sort of mapping out what I'm gonna do, keeping it nice and thin and really making sure I'm getting into the root of that lash so none of that white space is peeking through, because that's what you definitely never ever want. Just like that. And I'm just gonna take the tail, I'm gonna flick that up. You can see it's really, really little, and I'm just using very small strokes. Then, like I said, it doesn't need to be too perfect because we are gonna go in with this incredibly small angled brush. Load that brush up with some color, and you can see that I'm getting a much more clean line when I do this. So I'm just extending that wing, and then I'm going to make sure the line is nice and smooth. Then to seal it in, I'm taking a little bit of a bigger angled brush just because I want to work quickly here. And I'm going in with the Sappho Shadow in Raven. This is just going to keep the makeup on for a longer period of time and again, make it as black as possible. So before I go in with mascara, I just want to show you guys I'm going in with my Plume Lash Curler. Love that stuff. And then I'm going with the Fit Glow Beauty Mascara that I have really been loving. So I'm really making sure to build that up. I will have a full dedicated tutorial to this very, very soon, / review. So I'm not going to talk about it too much here. But I'm using that top and bottom, by the way. For lips, I'm first going in with the Aria lipstick from Hint Beauty. This is in the shade Tierra Blush. And I'm just applying that lip balm. Then I'm going in with the Kjaer Weis lip pencil. This is in the shade Mauve, and I'm just lining the lips. I'm not really overdrawing. I'm not filling them in. I'm just going on the lip line. Then I'm taking Tierra Blush on my finger and just blotting that into the lip for a very subtle, wearable mouth. All right, you guys, that is it. This is my completed glowy look. We're keeping a lot of the glow from summer. I want to hang on to it. I want to savor it. You know I'm not really a big fan of any sort of matte skin. Though I did use a more matte foundation, I really overcompensated with the highlight, cream products on the cheeks, and of course a little bit of radiance on the eyes, which I really, really love. And this is a more cool tone look, so I hope you guys appreciate that. I am trying to incorporate a couple more of those because you know I'm always partial to the warm tones. But most importantly, I've said this before, but I want to say it again, any techniques can be applied with any colors. So just because it's not these exact shades doesn't mean you can't achieve a look that looks very, very similar in just a different colorway. So if you like warm tones, that would be great with this too. Of course, it's something I would probably even prefer. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Every single product that I used, I am gonna link down below so you guys can feel free to check them out. Shop them right here, right now. Beneath all of that are all of our social media links, so please check us out. We are everywhere. Want to stay in touch with you guys beyond the YouTube space, but most importantly, please do give a big thumbs up and subscribe. I upload new videos here twice weekly, and I don't want you guys to miss them. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the never-ending love and support. It means the world to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!